বাইক কিন্তু ছেড়ে দেবো।
না না, এটা থাক।
ওকে, বললি ক্রিম নিয়েছিস? বললি নি না যেন, বললি নিলি,
না না।
ক্রিম নিলি, বললি কালো হয়ে যাবে এর মধ্যে।
ভেবেছিলাম ভুলে গেছি। ইয়েস।
হয়ে গেল।
Suparna, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am, very clear.
Okay, okay.
Hello, Suparna, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
জানি না আমি এই ডিটেলস গুলো জানি না।
এই জন্য এরকম কিরা হচ্ছে এখান থেকে ইয়ে হচ্ছে
পাওয়ার বন্ধ হয়ে যাচ্ছে।
তিনজন আছি আমরা। সুমিতা ম্যাম, পিঙ্কি ম্যাম আর আমি। এই তুমি। করা আছে রেকর্ডিং।
ও আচ্ছা আচ্ছা আচ্ছা, এইটা তাই তো।
Good afternoon.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon. So all your
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon,
delegates
sir.
joined?
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, good afternoon.
So some
Very
of
good.
them are, I think, yet to join. So
Good
if
afternoon,
it's
sir.
okay, we can start.
Good afternoon, sir.
No, I'm not in
Good
a hurry.
afternoon,
So
sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
if you want some more,
Ma'am, Shumita ma'am, you are in mute.
Yes. So should we start or we wait for a little bit?
I think you can wait for a little bit if you
5 minutes
sir,
more?
I'll request 5 minutes more. I will just
absolutely.
see. We'll just see. I think the students in the campus, they have joined. I'll just check with all the other centers, Shumita ma'am. Just
Yes,
give me
yes.
5 minutes time. I'll get
Absolutely
get back.
fine. I'm not in a hurry. So take your
Right, sir.
time.
Okay.
Right, sir. Thank you.
I'll be happy more number of boys are joining.
Yeah, yeah. Shumita ma'am, we have already 80 almost students, 77. Okay, somebody are leaving and joining again. So it's already 3:05. I think we should start.
Yes, we can start. Then later on, if
Yeah,
few
people
more are joining, then
yes,
yeah,
they'll be joining.
Suparna will be admitting them.
Yes.
Okay. So,
Okay.
sir, with your permission, do we start?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. So, good afternoon once again, students. So, we are here for a webinar.
Good afternoon, madam.
Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, madam. Good afternoon, ma'am.
Yes.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Right.
Good
I have
afternoon, ma'am.
taken all your good afternoons, so
afternoon, ma'am.
need not
Good afternoon, ma'am.
individually tell
Ma'am.
me anymore. Right. So, we will start this webinar.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
You have already been aware about the topic that we are going to talk here, that is Mr. Ghosh is going to say over here. So one thing I will tell you, that listen very carefully. This is something which is new, which is coming into our profession also. We'll be using these tools in our future also when you will be joining the profession. So listen carefully, and then accordingly, whatever question comes to your mind, you will be getting the opportunity to ask sir the questions, and he will definitely guide you appropriately. So before we start on with the webinar over here, so since you are meeting Mr. Anit Ghosh, who is a very senior veteran person, so all of you must be wanting to know something about his background. So in a very nutshell, I will brief about his background. What he is definitely a stalwart of the pharma industry. So from where he started his career and what he has done, I'll give a briefing, and then I will hand over the session to Mr. Ghosh, where sir will be speaking with you, and then he will be sharing some PPT presentations also accordingly, right? So to formally introduce Mr. Ghosh, I would start with his journey, which he has started. Mr. Ghosh is a veteran industry business leader with over 35 years of experience in sales and marketing. He is a master in strategic business development with deep expertise in cardio-metabolic and CNS therapy spanning over the last 3 decades. He has just retired as Vice President at Zuventus Healthcare. Mr. Ghosh takes deep interest in building future generations who wants to pursue their career in pharmaceutical business, especially in sales and marketing. Mr. Ghosh is alumni University of Calcutta and started career in the pharmaceutical business way back in 1991. Since then, he has worked across hierarchy and has successfully built and scaled multiple high-growth business units across leading organizations, including Torrent Pharma, Zydus Healthcare, and Cadila Pharma. He is widely recognized for launching and transforming multiple blockbuster brands through his strong engagement with key opinion leaders and academic institutions. Mr. Ghosh will bring a unique blend of strategic vision, scientific insight, and execution excellence to today's discussion. So, one little bit extra I would like to add on, that is, many of you, when we ask you that what is your ultimate goal to join the pharma industry, the answer comes vice president. So here you see in front of you really a person who has gone up to the vice president level, and he will be guiding you. So it's a real opportunity for you students to listen to him and also understand what he's trying to give you, the insights about the different aspects he's going to talk about. So be attentive and then ask the question. One thing I would like to know, Shuparna ma'am, that after the sir has finished his presentation, then the questions we are going to take it in the, how are they, the boys going to give it? They are going to type it in the chat box.
Yes, ma'am.
They will try to type it over there, and then accordingly you will be forwarding the questions over there.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Fine. And if sir wants to ask individually to someone, that is sir's choice. He can ask them by the name, and then accordingly the person will interact. But otherwise, everybody keep yourself muted. Okay, so that is it from my part. Sir, welcome to you once again. So the webinar, we give it to you now to conduct it.
Thank you so much. I hope you have made me a host also so that I can share my slides.
Yes, sir.
Can I share my slides also?
Yes, Shuparna will make you the host, sir. Just a minute.
Okay. Thank you, Shomita. Thank you for your nice and beautiful words about me. I'm overwhelmed.
My pleasure, sir.
In fact, whenever I see, the young guys like there are 60 odd, young gentlemen, young, energetic, vibrant gentlemen who are there attending the webinar. So whenever I see them, actually it takes me back to, 35, 36 years back when I probably started my career. And I'm sure most of them are not really aware of that what they're going to do. It's still they are still probably trying to find their way to get into their professional career. So before I start, small acknowledgement for your director, Mr. Tamal Chatterjee, who has been very good friend of mine for last 3 decades almost. We are in touch very regularly. In fact, Tamal and me probably have started career together at the same time. I decided to continue, my journey in the pharma industry. But I would appreciate Tomal because he shifted his career. He become an entrepreneur and decided to help thousands of boys and girls in West Bengal to build their career, to shape their career. I think it's a noble work what he has done. Apart from the business, business is one side, but apart from business, having this attitude of or conviction of building people's career means a lot. So my personal thanks to Mr. Tamal Chatterjee and of course the team, Shomita, Shongjukta, those who were in touch with me for last couple of days for this webinar. So thank you very much. And of course, the people who are for whom this webinar has been actually arranged, the boys and the girls of West Bengal, the young boys and girls of West Bengal who are trying to shape up their career in pharma. I'm sure this presentation will bring some sort of insight, give you some sort of insight, right? With this, can I share my slides?
Yes, sir, please.
Yeah. Can you all see the slides?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
So the topic what we're going to cover today is the future of pharmaceutical selling in India, the digital driven skills and for field force, which is the vision for 2030, right? Now, once we start this session, I would request you to keep your mind. Yeah, somebody has to mute it probably. So whenever I'm making this presentation, I have got a small request to all the young boys and girls. Please keep your mind open like a parachute. But because you all know, like parachute only work when it is open. A closed parachute never works. So you need to keep your mind like a parachute which is open, so which will help you to understand the perspective what we are discussing today. Now, the first thing what is important for you to understand that what is the purpose in your life, what you want to achieve in your life. I think it's a very, very important and pertinent question. And when we ask this question, I'm sure in all of your mind, this is the dream which comes through. I could see a cute little smile in your faces, like Shramara Radhikar is giving a beautiful smile, or Amritanshu or Sanju is smiling. And it has really touched their heart, it seems. Isn't it? The kind of life what you guys are dreaming now? A beautiful girlfriend on your lap, and you have a beautiful, life moving forward, isn't it? Right now, next, if you see, we also dream of, a good family. It's not about only like, a woman or a man in your life, but of course, a family where everybody is there. Husband, wife, parents, children, everybody. And everybody dream of this happy life altogether. And at celebrations, you must be enjoying together, eating together, going for shopping together. This is the actually life what we all dream of. Yes or no? If you feel yes, you can raise your
Yes, sir.
hand. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Sometimes because I will not understand whether you guys are sleeping or not, because
Yes,
in
sir.
non-Bengal, after eating, after having your lunch, it feels like, you feel like sleepy. Now, actual reality is this, isn't it? You really don't know, though there are a lot of dreams in your mind, but you actually do not know what you are going to do, what is there in front of you, moving ahead maybe a couple of years later, right? So, understand one thing very clearly, that life is a beautiful journey. Life is a beautiful journey, and you should enjoy it altogether. Now, once we say life is a beautiful journey, it starts from the scratch, like, your childhood, and, as soon as you grow up. You can see pictures of Sachin Tendulkar when he was very, very young, a little boy. Nobody thought that, that boy will become a master blaster in Indian cricket, or maybe the world cricket. We all know about Amitabh Bachchan. When he started, we all know, many of you know that he started his career as a sales representative at Calcutta, worked for almost 5-6 years, then went back to Mumbai, started, tried his career in Bollywood, and then he became famous. And today, everybody probably, knows the name of Amitabh Bachchan. And we also know, like, once there's a life, it's going to end there. Once upon a time, there's a superstar, Dharmendra, who was like, a huge star who died a couple of months back. So this is what is the actual, essence of life. And always remember, nobody is going to stay young. Maybe you are young today, or maybe, you are having a beautiful girlfriend who is going to grow old also. So this is what is going to be the real essence of life. So if you really look at the entire life cycle, suppose we live up to say 70, 80 years, which all starts beginning, when we all born. And if you really look at when we are born here, and then we started scrolling, we crawl, then we start, walking in our feet. And this is the time when you gather knowledge. Like from the age of, say, 3, we start gathering knowledge. And then as we go to school, meet friends, teachers, we acquire knowledges, right? Until we are into our school or colleges, we start gathering knowledges. And of course, make friends, understand relationship, understand different, relationship of life, which are important. right? And after that, we get into our professional career, which say starts around 23 to 25. And after that, we work till the age of say 60, 65. And after we retire, of course, the end part of our life where, everybody has to, because man is mortal, everybody has to leave this world. So out of this entire span of life, if you really see, the amount of time what we spend here is the maximum. Why I'm saying so? Because see, if you look at your college years also, school or study, the span of time what you spend for your education, which starts from say maximum 5 to 6 and goes up to at the age of what 23, 25. So roughly say around 20, 22 years. But after that, once you start your career, say at the age of 23, 24, or 25, which go up to almost 40 years. And after 40 years, you leave maybe, and if you're very healthy, not having too much of a bad habit, probably you live little longer, 30 years. But other than that, most of us, most of the people who live another 15, 20 years, and then they say goodbye to this world. So out of this entire lifespan, the period, the time, what is most important is this. And how you are going to get into this life is actually depending on how you acquire knowledges. And based on that, you shape up your career, right? And always remember one thing, there is no reverse button in this life. You can move forward only. There is no reverse button. So whatever mistakes which you have done probably, the first part of your life till now, please do not repeat that mistake again. I know you guys are very young, you have a lot of dreams in your eyes, but sometimes you need to understand that, those rosy periods are over, and then you are right now into a position where, your next 40 years are going to spend. So these next 40 years are going to be very, very important, critical for you. The reason being, responsibility. These 40 years, wherever you go, your responsibility will be behind you. Your responsibilities means, first of all, you are very young, so your parents, many of you and most of you are not married, so probably a couple of you have your girlfriends also or boyfriends. But in terms of responsibility, understand your parents, they are your biggest responsibility because they have spent their life for you. So it is your responsibility to ensure that they are kept well. Then you will get married. Once you get married, your wife becomes your responsibility. Or maybe if you're a girl, if you're getting married to a boy, then the husband, he is also your responsibility. Then comes moving forward, you start we got into your family life. You will definitely have kids, and once kids come, how much time, energy your parents have spent for you. So similar amount of energy you'll have to spend, and which needs money. If you want to put your kids to a good school, you require a lot of money with you. So it is very important. If till now you guys were doing some mistake, you guys are not serious about your life, now the time has come that you'll have to be serious about your life. You cannot be casual towards whatever you are doing. You need to be very, very clear about it. Now, once you look at the responsibilities, of course, your family and personal responsibilities are there. Arranging financial provision for your family, it's your responsibility. Giving emotional support, your parents, your kids, your wife, your relatives, giving them emotional support is your responsibility. You need to do a active parenting for your children. You'll have to have a respectful partnership with your spouses. Then you need to ensure home and health, proper home and health for your family. And of course, you need to have a self-control. So these are the huge responsibility and on your shoulder, and you cannot say no to it. these 40 years are going to be very, very tough for you. The reason being, nobody will love to listen no from you. And everybody will keep expecting from you, right? And you'll have to constantly deliver it. You do not have any other choices. So, my dear friends, get ready to get into this new journey of yours, new work in front of you. That is the work called life, right? So your good days are over. Most of you have already passed, graduated from your colleges. Now you are alone. You are into a crowd. Now, out of this crowd, you need to stand out. You need to stand out, and you'll have to survive, because there is a survival of the fittest. You know how much crowded our country is. You know, now SIR is going on. Everybody is counting who are from this part of the state, who are not from this part of the state. All those, discussions are going on. But one thing is important to understand, that we are from a country where it is hugely crowded. So once the crowd is more, competition is more. So it becomes more of survival of the fittest. So to survive, you'll have to make yourself ready for the next lap. So your future largely depends on you, how you shape up your future. It purely depends on you. See, we from outside, we can always motivate you, we can always guide you, we can always, help you to upgrade your skills. But ultimately, if you do not decide to take it seriously, nobody on this earth can help you, right? So, there are multiple industries. You guys are very young, you have choice, you can go to any industry, and there are different types of industries which are there in this world. Now, out of this industry, there is one industry which is a primary industry, we call it, which means agriculture, mining, fishing, forestry. These are the major, primary sector. Secondary sector. Acha, tell me one thing. Are there different lines like blue and red lines are there in the slides? Can you see it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, we can see.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, we can.
Just hold on. I'll just check, because
Yes, sir.
just hold on. I'll probably have added different slides. Yeah. So primary sector, which is like, for everybody, which in which we have agriculture, mining, fishing, forestry, everything. Secondary, like those sector, which is like majorly the industrial sector, which means they process raw materials to find, the final goods. And these are the sector where, maximum number of employment is happening, right? And they contribute heavily to the growth of the country and the GDP. And third, which is tertiary, which is purely a service sector, right? So if you largely divide the industries, we have three types of industry: primary, secondary, and tertiary, which I'm sure you are aware of. Now, out of which we are going to focus today in pharma industry, and this list you can see the richest Indians as per the Forbes magazine. Now, if you look at this huge list of richest Indians as per Forbes, you will find there are almost 30%, rich people are there who belongs to this pharma industry, or who have pharma as their major business. Giving you an example, like Mr. Dilip Sanghvi, who is the who is the owner of number one company in India, Sun Pharma. We have Zydus Poonawalla, the vaccine giant, right? We have Pankaj Patel, who is the founder of Zydus. We have Mr. Hashmukh Chudgar, who is basically who is the owner of Intas. And there are plenty such, right? Now, to give you a brief example, Mr. Sanghvi, the founder of Sun Pharma today, the one of the largest pharma company globally, number one in India. He has started his career from Calcutta. I don't know how many of you are aware of it. He has started his career from Calcutta. He was a wholesale distributor in our Mehta building. And over a period of time, in last 4 decades, he has built up an empire which is number one in our Indian pharma industry. We have Mr. Glenn Sadhana, who is the chairman and managing director in Glenmark Pharma. Also a man who has been working with pharmaceutical industry since inception. Mr. Binish Chudgar, I told you, the founder of Intas. Mr. Samir Mehta, Sudhir Mehta, who is the founder of Torrent Pharmaceutical. We have Mr. Murtaza Korakiwala, was founder of Wockhardt Pharmaceutical. Mrs. Kiran Majumdar Shaw, who has founded Biocon. Mr. Pankaj Patel, who is a founder of Zydus Healthcare, and Mr. Indravadan Amal Al Modi, who is the founder of Cadila. Now, if you look at these, gentlemen, they have dedicated their lives to build Indian pharma business, right? And this Indian pharma business has become so huge. There are ample opportunity for which each one of you are, working hard to get into this. Now, once we talk about Indian pharma industry, let us understand how this Indian pharma industry has started. It is not about Indian pharma industry. The whole world, the industry, the inception has started with an apple. I'm sure all of you are wondering how the Indian pharma industry is, associated with an apple. Ekta apple ki kore ekta oto boro industry toiri kore. So I'll tell you a story which is there in Bible, right? But before that, an apple that has changed the world. If you're thinking it is this person, Steve Jobs, no, it's not. It is basically the whole story started at the Garden of Eden. If you have read Bible, there's one time man was immortal, right? God has kept Adam and Eve in a Garden of Eden. And he said there is a fruit, which is a fruit of knowledge, which you should not eat. If you eat, then there is a punishment. Eve somehow, as usual, felt like, tasting that. So she ate the fruit of knowledge. And similarly, Adam also have tried that. And ultimately what has happened, they have been sent to earth. And it was said that he has to work in sorrow and sweat and provide his family until the death. So the problem has not started today. It has started long back. So one apple has changed this everything. And ultimately, which landed into what? Medicine. Because as the man became mortal, this every part of your life, I'm sure you will agree with me that whatever they needed, they need everything, many things. But out of which one thing is very, very necessary from birth of a child to the time till he alive is medicines. So that's how you see whenever you come out from your home, you can see, huge number of chemist shops in and around you, which basically originated, from there. Right? So the whole life, you may need something, you may not need something, but you will always need a medicine. So if you look at the top recession-proof industry in this world, it is healthcare which comes first, which is absolutely recession-proof. You will know, some of your friends who are there in IT industry, they will keep saying that the industry is not doing well. Are khub kharab obostha jacche re, প্রচুর কাজের চাপ, সারাক্ষণ কলে থাকতে হয়, and then there is a threat that many companies are asking people to quit their job, right? But pharma industry is one industry which has remained recession proof, and you need to understand the logic, because as long as a man live on earth, he will require medicine, right? He will require food, he will require utilities, he will require insurances, and of course, as as a man live, he will definitely need some alcohol or tobaccos as they are so basic is healthcare is and will remain forever. So this is one suggestion to all of you who has joined this industry. Be rest assured, you are going to approach to an industry which is recession proof, which is going to be there for a long time, forever probably, and more importantly, there is a huge growth opportunity in this industry, right? Now, giving a brief view of Indian pharma market, this unique picture, this is a very unique picture, right? You can see a factory there. There is a ground where people are playing cricket, right? You can all see, right? Yes or no?
Sir.
You're sleeping.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yes, sir. Yes,
Now,
yes,
this
sir.
is a picture from this was taken in the year 1908, 1908 সালে. And this is a factory, it is where, it is in Panihati. This is the factory of Bengal Chemical, which is the first pharma company in India, which was established by none other than Acharya Prafulla Chandra Roy. Okay. Now, what a contrast. Pharma company and people playing cricket. Today, we all talk about cricket, right? To now World Cup 2020s are going on. Everybody speaking about cricket. And there has been an exponential growth of cricket since then. But unfortunately, nobody talk much about pharma industry. Pharma industry has equally grown and probably grown to an extent where, this cricket can't even think of. People can live without cricket, but people cannot live without medicines, isn't it? Now, once again, if we look at the pharma industry, has grown rapidly over the decades, and now it value $60 billion, which in Indian currency is 5 lakh crore in 2025. 5 lakh crore. And this industry has clocked a compounded growth of almost 15% since 1947. And this growth has increased drastically since 1990. Before that, this industry was dominated by multinational companies, but because of certain policy changes, 1991 onwards, there is a huge change in this industry, and the Indian pharma company, Indian entrepreneurs have come in a big way, and all those multinationals has taken a back seat, right? Today, pharmaceutical industry employs several million people in different level, starting from R&D, where the factory laborers, scientists are appointed, chemical engineers, biotechnicians, they are there. You come to factory, the laborers, then a pharma company starting from say HR, supply chain, then logistics, then whatnot, and finally sales and marketing, of course. There are 8 states of India which comprises of 80% of the total production. Out of 80%, 50% comes from 4 states. Gujarat, which contribute around 16% in terms of production. Telangana, which contributes to almost 15%. Maharashtra contributes almost 15%. And Andhra contribute almost 10%. And what a sad affair. See, the state where the pharma industry started, I hope you remember, Bengal Chemical. I told you. West Bengal is nowhere in terms of, pharma industry. There are 4 states where the pharmaceutical industry is a dominant industry. State like Sikkim, Goa, Himachal Pradesh and Telangana, where in Sikkim, out of 100% production, 87% production comes from pharma. I know during holidays you must be visiting Gangtok and Sikkim. On the way, we'll see a lot of pharma companies, starting from Sun Pharma, Zydus, Zuventus. There are many companies, they have their factories. So 87% of the whole production of Sikkim comes from pharma. Goa, 46% of their whole production. Himachal Pradesh, 40% of their whole, and then Telangana, 23% of their whole production comes from pharma business or pharmaceuticals. Today, India stands at third largest industry in the world, third largest. And if you really look at, there are 750 USFDA approval factories are there in our country. We are fifth largest exporter in the world, 11th largest pharma industry by value, third largest manufacturing by volume, right? 10% of our manufacturing sector output comes from Indian pharma industry. There are 47% generic prescriptions of US being supplied from India, and we are the first largest vaccine producer of the world. So imagine India being a third largest pharma, world in this pharma business in this world, how important it is for you to get into this pharma and where you can go in your career. The opportunities are huge. And if you look at the future outlook of Indian pharma, currently, which is say around $60 billion, I say like it's almost what, 5 lakh crore business, which will go up to almost $80 billion in next 4 years' time, right? So, out of which export is going to play a very important role, especially like North American, free trade areas where our export is almost at the tune of 37%. But having said that, even in domestic market, the opportunities are huge. One of the major reasons is the population. So pharma industry is going to grow exponentially, and we project at least, minimum 8 to 10% growth every year on year growth in pharma for next 4-5 years. So today, if you look at Indian pharma market, domestic business, which is say roughly around 2 lakh crore, in next 4 years, you can calculate, if you have got calculated, if they grow by 8 to 10% every year, where they will reach at the end of 2030. So next 4 or 5 years are going to be absolutely important for you, to understand that pharma market is going to grow and you have a huge opportunity in this market. So now if we look at the flow of pharma business, starting from manufacturing, then it goes to primary distributors, which is like the company warehouse. Then it reaches to the regional distributor. Then it comes to the pharmacies, hospital and clinics. And finally, patient dispensing prescriptions, which is done by the HCP, means healthcare practitioner. Now, where lies the role of medical rep in this? Medical rep role in entire cycle starts from year to year. Because when you talk about manufacturing, the demand generation, the demand creation is done by the medical rep. The distribution depends on the demand generation. So it is again, you are largely involved in distribution, then regional distribution, prescription generation. A medical rep decide or help a doctor to take decision which brand to write. So you play a very, very important role in generating prescription. So in this entire life cycle, a medical representative's role is omnipresent, right? So if you look at the life cycle of medical rep today, which starts with going to a field every day morning, right? Meeting doctors, and then come back evening, having meeting, sales meeting, and then finally, going back to the family. It's a beautiful life. It is not like, the boring life of the IT professionals who are sitting at home, don't get time to eat even, they are confined into a 10 by 10 room, and burning, electricity, sitting and doing only meetings, probably, helping or giving services to the service provider. That's okay. But if you look at the vibrancy, the kind of life a pharma sales guy have, I doubt there's any other person or any other profession which offers that, right? So this is what is the boring life of a IT professionals, your friends who are there. So I hope now tomorrow when you meet them, you can tell them you have done a mistake by choosing a profession. You should have come to pharma. Yes or no, Arunabshu?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Huh?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
You
Yes,
guys are
sir.
excited. You guys
Yes,
are
sir.
excited.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
almost.
sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes,
দেবজিৎ
Yes, sir.
একদম
sir.
শান্ত,
Yes, sir.
কিছু বলছে না।
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Always excited.
Right.
Yes, sir.
So you are actually going to be the Dhurandhar of Indian pharma moving forward, right?
Yes, sir.
So you will have
Yes,
to do
sir.
multiple. So get ready. You'll have to do multiple work. You know, you need to have multiple hands, like, meeting doctors, meeting pharmacy, doing a regular sales meeting. These are going to be, your way of life moving forward. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And of course,
Yes, sir.
you will have a good quality family life also, because you are exposed to the sunlight. You will have time to spend with your family. You'll be able to spend time with your kids. You'll be able to take them to school, because you do not have you have flexibility of timing, right? Which is not there with any other profession. But yes, in the current context, current scenario, there is a shift, and the MR role is, or medical representatives roles are evolving. Like earlier, if you say our job was basically just to promote our brand and getting prescription, the basic job remains same. But the way we will be doing it in future is going to, transform drastically, right? So why there is a change of role in MR, or why the role is evolving? The reason being, doctors are becoming very busy. They are also doing multitasking. They don't have time. So you need to find out how will you find time from them, right? Increase competition. Every day there is one company is launching, because the potential is so huge. Everybody is attracted towards this profession. So everybody is launching a new company. And with launching of new company, there are from government side, there are regulatory framework also. Means this is what you can or can do while promoting ethical promotion of brands. So compliance is very, very important, right? There is a growth in virtual engagement. Earlier, it was only one-to-one by meeting doctors. Now there are, there is a exponential increase in terms of, virtual engagement also. Analytics have come in place. We have a lot of tools available to analyze the data. Suppose you're launching one particular product to one place. What is the potential for that particular product in that area? Or maybe in that area, which molecule will go better? So those analytics will help us to do business in future. So there's a transformation which is from, say, product promoter to digital scientific partner. That's going to be the future of medical representative in India. Now, physical selling to hybrid engagement model, there is a huge shift. If you look at the traditional model till now, it's been like 100% physical visits. And when we say 100% physical visits, there is a limitation of daily coverage. You cannot meet 100 doctors a day. You can only say reach out to how much? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 doctors, not more than that. And there is a fixed call cycle period. So suppose you have a list of, say, 150 or 200 doctors in list. In a month, you can meet them maximum, say, 15 days apart. Or maybe every month once you can meet them. But with this digital evolution, with this introduction of hybrid model, the reachability has increased. So in hybrid engagement, you are meeting doctors not only physically, but even digitally. You are increasing your reach, your frequencies are increasing, and you are also meeting doctors based on their preference. These are the advantage of digital evolution. Now, in terms of communication, earlier what used to happen, there is a visual aid, paper visual aid. So what happens in paper visual, the detailing story is same. The story is same for every doctor, but and there is a major focus on heavy brand promotion through visual aid, and then you need to leave reminders or maybe literatures on the table, and then you need to wait for your next visit for follow-up. But today, with digital evolution, therapy focused area, uh, you know specific detailing has come, like once you detail through different digital gadgets, you can actually tailor your detailing story. It can be short, it can be highly impactful, and it can be need based, and there are personalized engagement based on specialty. Like if it is a cardio, if it is a same product can be promoted to a cardiologist, or maybe to a physician, or maybe to a gastroenterologist. So if you are taking a help of a digital medium, probably you can be specific to the therapy, which is not possible when you are going through traditional model. Brand promotion will be mostly done based on evidences, so you need to keep yourself updated every day. And there are another very important option of organizing CME to increase share of voice and capture the mind share. See, doctor has got a brain, right? He can only keep certain brands in mind. So being a medical representative, your objective would be how can you capture maximum space out of that? See, suppose there are 10 space available and there are 1,000 companies are there. So your job would be to how you can procure that part of that particular share. So whenever doctor writes a particular brand, he remember you or your brand. So that's the objective. And from manual reporting to data-driven reporting, earlier is to be paper-based, but this has changed long back. At least last almost 15, 16 years, this has already been changed. Now the reporting is online, which gives lot of data analytics. When you have been met the doctor, how frequently you have met the doctor, at what time of the doctor of the day you normally meet the doctor. All those analytics you get from this digital evolution. And there is CRM based call tracking, planning based on analytics and classifications. Suppose you are meeting a doctor, a cardiologist, and you are promoting a brand which is not to be promoted to a cardiologist. So the analytics will tell you that you are going wrong. This is not the brand which should be focused to a cardiologist. For a cardiologist, your first promoted brand should be this. So they will give you idea. They will give you a guideline. They will, constantly, help you. AI-driven solution based on market research. Now AI has come that will also give you analytics like, which are the brands, which are the therapy, which are doing well, which are the brands which are going down, the acceptance of which molecules are going down, the acceptance of which molecules are going up. Now obesity treatment is coming into, picture. Earlier, there was no obesity management, to be precise. There were anti-obesity drugs, but most of them failed. But now, for last couple of years, there is obesity drug which has been introduced globally, and now it's coming to India. It's going off from patent. So there's a huge market which is going to create now in next 3-4 years, because obesity is a major problem in our country today, especially in urban India, right? So these are the analytics, these are the information you get. Earlier, it was not possible. But today, because of AI, because of this analytics, you get these handy informations with you. And there is a shift of work. Like, earlier it was purely institution based. Now it is more than institution, it is inside based. Means where do I get, which market should I get for my product, right? So if you look at a typical medical rep and today, there is a huge difference. You can see, like, if you can see the picture, you can see you have multiple hands like Ma Durga. You'll have to have 10টা হাত, একটা হাতে তোমার ট্যাব, একটা হাতে রিপোর্টিং this thing, and one had your samples. So you'll have to play a multitasking role if you are into this field, and if you want to be successful, right? So if we look at the core characteristics for 2030, a medical representative who is digitally strong, the first couple of characteristics which are important and you need to understand, you need to develop that skill is one, you need to be digitally fluent. You need to be scientifically confident. You need to be aware of the data. You need to be driven by compliances. Your focus should be purely on building relationship and technology-enabled scientific engagement partner. You are just not a medical rep. You are a scientific partner of a doctor who help a doctor to make a right decision, right choice for his or her patients, right? So giving you a brief of this e-detailing and virtual calls. So it's again a digital engagement model where, I'm sure all of you are aware of e-detailing. So I'm sure Carreograph has given some brief of it, but it is basically a tablet-based or web-based interactive detailing. What happens once you have a mobile or maybe a tablet, if there are programs are set, it can be interactable. With a paper normal visual aid, you cannot interact much. Because if the doctor has asked for a data which is not there in your visual aid, you cannot show him. But in this, you immediately have an option. If a doctor asks certain data, you can always tell them just 1 minute. You click a button and the data comes. You can show evidences. So it is more of an interactive detailing. So you can use multimedia, you can use videos, you can use animations, and there are clinical data which is embedded. So, and there is another important thing is there is a real-time tracking of this engagement. When you are meeting this call, it is all recorded. So it will help you. Like today, if you are planning to meet a doctor and again going to meet a doctor on 7th, probably the system will give you an alarm. They will give you a reminder. Okay, boss, time ho gaya. Now, today you are supposed to meet Dr. So and so. So those kind of advantage which will get probably with, if you adapt this skill of handling e-detailing. There is another, thing which is coming up very fast. As I said, like, if you are going for a face-to-face visit, you can in a day hardly meet what, 10, 12 doctors. But once you are involving doctors in a virtual calls, the numbers can go up to any level. Even if you are a very good medical representative having good scientific knowledge, you can probably, some new study has come, you can immediately send them a link like what we are doing today. Like I'm addressing to 70, 80 of you. You can do that with your whole list of doctors. Okay, sir, today at around 10 p.m., once you are back from your clinic, I'll request 10 minutes to log into my link. I'm going to talk on a new thing which has come. So probably, you can brief them about the new study which has come in or published, right? So schedule scientific discussion remotely, screenings. You can share screen if you have prepared some presentation. You can share your screen and then detail, and then you can follow up with these doctors through your email or messaging platforms like WhatsApp, and there are multiple platforms, telegrams, which has come today. You can follow it up, right? So the benefit for you, like, it will improve your reach and frequency. There is a better time management, data-driven follow-up and planning. It will reduce your travel time cost. Today, you want to meet a doctor. Today, you are in Calcutta, sitting at probably the Carreograph office, and then you need to meet a doctor who is there in Bardhaman. So you need to go to a Howrah station, take a train, go to Bardhaman. From there, you need to take a rickshaw and then reach there in his clinic. Today, you can reach him just with 1 minute. You can say, sir, I'm just connecting you in my WhatsApp call. And then, connect him in a WhatsApp call, understand his query, and immediately solve this query. So it reduces not only your travel time cost, it becomes more effective also. Right? So these are the way things are going to be much better in future, but you need to get ready for that. Then benefit for doctors are what? Like they have their busy schedule, so access scientific data whenever they are, it's the, it is possible, like, and whenever they are free. It can be short. They have less time, so you can prepare a short snippets and send them. So they will go through and they understand. And there are easy access to digital resources. So digital engagement with doctors, it's going to change moving forward in next 3-4 years. And, this entire thing will help you to increase, will help you to reduce the doctor's walking, right? There's in-person clinic time, in-person timing will be reduced. There are growth of telemedicine which is coming in. So there's another challenge. Post-COVID, hybrid interaction model has been introduced. So which has helped us to understand that, in hybrid also the business can be done in a much better way. And there's a rising competition amongst different pharma brands. So digital platforms which are used by Indian pharma industry, yes, majorly we use WhatsApp business communication, email as a marketing tool, e-detailing tab applications for effective communication, which is a tailor-made communication, webinar platforms like Zoom, MS Team, which helps us in product promotion, and doctors engage. There are multiple doctors engagement apps also which has come. There are many companies, pharma companies now are outsourcing these apps, which help them to, create a connect with the customers, right? Plexus is one, Curify is one. There are many such, and there are different CRM tools also to improve productivity. Customer relationship management system, that is for ACP engagement, and track doctors' interaction and call reports, manage samples and compliance. They even, in fact, even like, suppose company is giving you samples, which doctors, how much samples you are giving, they even keep that record also, which will help you to understand. Suppose you are giving every month five units of samples. So at the end of say 3 months, whether doctors started prescribing, all those, support you get once you, you use these tools. Then enables data-driven territory planning. They help you to plan your territory also, and improve field force productivity and visibility also. You can actually predict. So today, this is the sale what I am doing. Based on the effective usage of this, where my business will go, actually you can even forecast that. There are multiple CRM tools which are used in Indian pharma. There are different names. Viva, which is used globally. Salesforce Health Cloud, which is used globally. Zoho, CRM, SAP. And there are different indigenous omnipresence platforms which are created based on the need of that particular company. There are many companies have come. Many startups are there who are actually working on this, right? So business impact and future outlook for 2030, up to there are going to be at least 25% improvement in field productivity. Once a company is, what do I say? Like if they are adapting this digital transformation, better call planning, better target accuracy, reduces compliance risk, then shift from relationship to data-driven engagement, and AI-based, next-based action recommendations. Means AI will guide you that what should be based on your actions, what should be your next step of actions, right? So what are the challenges? There are a few challenges also, like digital fatigue amongst doctors. Every company is trying to adapt this model. So there are digital fatigue amongst doctors. There are compliance and ethical issues, because anything which is digital, it is recorded. So once it is recorded, there are compliance, that do's and don'ts. What are the things which you can do? And there are company who will give you guidelines that these are the things which you can do, these are the things which should not. So there are ethical regulations also. Data privacy is concerned, so you need to be very, very clear about that. There are certain things which are your professional domain. So nothing should be discussed with, your colleagues, or maybe, even close to your close family members also, because data should not get leaked. Then adapt hybrid engagement model. So as this digital, but your personal visit, those face-to-face interaction, that will also remain. So it's going to be a hybrid model. And you need to invest time on your capability training. So training is one thing which is consistent. Training should ensure that what you are today, tomorrow you are different, right? If you are 10 today, with training, you should be 10 plus 1 at least tomorrow. So the consistent regular training is very, very important. That's going to help you. So for training and upskilling, micro learning, whatever you get, whatever information, please go through minutely and try to understand the crux of it, and then try to implement it. You should go for digital certification very frequently. There are many platforms where you can upgrade your knowledge. You should regularly go for it. Should You should attend coaching programs, like I am giving a lecture today. I'm sure Carreograph, Mr. Tamal has got a lot of connect with, and you should actually request Tamal sir to regularly connect or arrange this kind of program, so that you can get connected to the industry leaders who will give you the insight. They are men from the field, so they will know what is happening, what suits you more. So they'll be able to guide you. Continuous learning is important, and work on your future priority and get ready. Because see, today you will decide your future, right? And if you need to decide your future, you should also know that what is my priority. As I told you, those golden days are over. You have come out from college, all those shararat, all those, games, sports, light thing, everything has gone. Now you are into your critical time of your life. And next couple of years are going to be even more crucial. That will actually define that how you're going to, probably shape your career for next 30 years. So next 3-4 years, be very, very serious about it. So if I conclude, digital skills are essentials. Future belongs to the adaptive sellers. More you adapt to the changes, it's better. And it is not only digital, human has to be there, because human plus digital is only, can give you success. So I'm sure many of you, after listening to this, my talk, may started think, is it that AI can replace medical representative? My answer is no. AI cannot replace medical representative, because especially in market like India, relationship and trust matters, and a human cannot trust a machine. Human has to trust human only. So the existence of medical representatives it has never been in stake, and in future also it's not going to be in stake also. But yes, there is going to be a transformations in your role. You need to be adapted. You need to adapt whichever new things which are coming, right? And your key of success is in your hand. How you shape up your career, it entirely depends on you. With this, the session is open for questions and feedback.
Can I ask one question, sir?
You can ask multiple questions, sir.
Okay, sir. So my question is, how can pharma companies use social media and online platform to engage with doctor and patients?
See, social media, yes, for building for awareness, for improving awareness. Just 1 minute, huh? Just 1 minute. Yeah. So social media, yes, they can help to improve awareness for a particular molecule. Giving an example, as I was saying that there's a new uh, drug has come for the management of obesity. Obesity is a problem today. It's globally and India also. There are huge, and obesity causes lot of problems like hypertension, diabetes, thyroid, everything like related to obesity. Now, if a company is having a anti-obesity drug, they can always focus on obesity through social media. And when the awareness increases, they will definitely end up to the clinic of a doctor. And doctor will and they involve doctors also to improve the awareness. So doctors know which company is working towards it. That in turn actually help them to register their brands. That's how they can improve their business. What was the second question?
Sir, my second question is online platform to engage with doctor and patients. How to engage doctor and patients?
Doctor and patients. Like suppose a pharma company is marketing a product, right? Now, these products, let us take an example of that anti-obesity drug only. So company can organize a webinar for his patients. Doctor will discuss on how obesity is, dangerous, why this to be managed properly. And that's how the connect between a doctor and the patient will increase, right? And how company can get connected once the patient, particularly a patient purchase a product. There are many companies started doing it. They are keeping counselors, educators. They are directly in touch of that particular patient. So that way they are getting even patient data also. Like which patients are today are taking insulins or which patients today are taking this particular drug. Especially it happens with high-end product, not happens with, normal brand, but definitely with high-end like oncology, anti-cancer drugs, because these are very expensive drugs. Their companies are even directly in touch with patients. Yeah. Thank you,
So,
Shobhit. Very intelligent questions. You are from which
I
Sir,
place?
sir, I have a question.
Yeah.
Sir, at that moment, lots of companies and industries are using AI tools. So, can we use AI tools in our pharmaceutical industry?
It's being already used. That's what I'm saying. There are multiple AI tools are used. Even today, I am for your presentation only. I've used AI tools. Those pictures which you can see has been made by ChatGPT. AI tools. So AI tools today are everywhere, and different company uses different paid AI tools, and there are companies are working towards it who gives a specific need-based AI support. It's there.
so I have a question.
Yeah.
How can
Sir,
modern
I have a
CRM
question.
help us to serve
Yeah,
the
one by
doctors
one, one by
in better
one.
way?
I think Arunangshu, you next. You will come next. Who
So
was
my
asked?
question is,
Yeah. So
how
no.
can modern CRM tools help us to serve the doctors in a better way?
In fact, that answer is already there. I told you, like there are multiple way to use these CRM tools. Like today, if you're engaging a doctor, right? There are multiple tools which are given, like DocuPlexus, one I have mentioned. There are multiple such which you give to a doctor. You present it to the doctor, and doctor use it for his own data keeping records, right? So that's how they are connected with the company. So these tools are being purchased by by a pharma company and given and distributed amongst the doctors, and doctors those use those tools. That is one. Second, there are in-house tool also. Like once you're meeting your doctor, and it is being recorded, that's also a tool which will give you an idea like how frequently you are meeting the doctor, what discussion you have done with the doctor, which are the products you have detailed. So that will help you, like if you go through those reports regularly, that will also help you to improve your relationship with the doctor. Suppose you are meeting a doctor, right? And today you are discussing one particular brand. Tomorrow you meet the doctor and discuss on the same brand. Third day you are meeting the same brand, discussing on the same brand. And over a period of time, you will get this report that, how many times you have visited, how many times you have exposed that particular brand through those CRM tools. And then you will be able to know, like, when the doctor get converted, that will give you an idea how impactful was your, detailing. One thing remember, Shona, all those tools are there, but unless and until you are able to use it effectively, it is absolutely useless. So you need to know, how to use those tools. And whenever you are joining a company, whatever tools they adapt, they will train you on that. So once those training is happening, you need to undergo that training, understand the technical side of that particular, and then how using those tool will help you to convert a doctor or to, improve your engagement. That will decide your success. But one thing always remember, whatever tools you're using, the human tools, like you are more important than any machines or AI or digital. Your own presence. Yes, these tools are going to help you. They are going to augment. They are going to give you support. But you independently, you need to regularly upgrade yourself, improve your skills, especially in terms of your communication, especially in terms of your technical skills, in terms of your knowledge. Then, automatically, you'll be able to improve your relationship. Because see, today, relationship, our entire pharma business is standing on, CRM relationship, right? So why Sun Pharma is successful today? Because the maximum number of customers, doctors, they write Sun Pharma product. Why they write Sun Pharma product? Because over a period of time, the company has built that relationship with those doctors through medical representative, right? Yeah. Thank you, Shaunak. Nice question. Very intelligent. You are from which place, Shaunak?
Sir,
I'm from the
sir, I have a
Siliguri campus.
Huh?
Siliguri campus.
Siliguri. So you live in Siliguri?
No, sir, I live in Jalpaiguri.
Acha, Jalpaiguri. Very good. Yeah, next.
sir, I have a questions for you, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, in any month, under any odd circumstances, if we are unable to achieve POP targets, then won't we be able to get our salary at the end of the month, or won't be happen anything?
I don't think any good company has linked salary with target achievement. Incentives are attached with target achievements, not the salary. But yes, if you are assigned for some work, I mean, there is to what extent you have achieved it. You cannot fail, right? Maybe your success is not 100%, but you may be 90% successful, 80% successful. But it is not like that. যে তুমি টার্গেট করতে পারলে না বলে তোমার স্যালারি আসবে না, সেটা নয়. It's not there at all.
Sir, I have a
Thank you,
question,
sir.
sir. I have a question, sir. Sir, is there any? Hello, sir. I have a question. Can I ask you?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Is there any scope to get the help of AI while doing RCPA?
Of course. Whatever data now, the RCPAs and most of the company has given a tool to the medical representative to record whatever RCP you are doing. You need to put those data into your tab or mobile itself, right? So those data are it's like Google spreadsheet. I'm saying Google spreadsheet just for your understanding. I don't know whether you understand Google spreadsheet or not, but that is actually, once you enter those data gets accumulated and then generated as a report. So yeah, that is what AI gives you. Like, they generate that report and then give you the report. So once you enter all the data, And once you take out the report, you can see multiple reports. Suppose you have done RCPA in 5 retailers. So once you get the report, you will actually see that in all 5 retailers, which are the particular brand which is selling. They will also give you probably the data, okay, which are the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 brands are selling. And they'll also give you the quantity. They will also give you the idea of which particular doctor is prescribing. So you will see there are five chemists, and whether there are 3 chemists, then one particular doctor's prescription is coming, and then it coming for the same brand. So you know how to target that particular doctor for your brand. Yeah, it's possible. Very much possible. It's being done actually.
Thank you, sir.
Yes,
Sir, I have a
Shayan
question.
Mondal has got some question. Yes, Shubhankar, tell me.
Sir, what is the key point to build relationship with the doctor, chemist, and stockist, sir?
Same thing what you have for your girlfriend. You need to be honest.
Right, sir. Point to be noted.
See, any relationship actually depend on how honest you are towards that relationship, whether it is with your girlfriend, whether it is with your doctors. You need to be
So I have a
honest.
question, Karan.
Yeah.
So can I ask one question, sir?
Yeah, of course.
So what new engagement can AI tools provide in future for the doctors so that they can remember our brands or product?
Come again?
So what new engagement can AI tools provide in future for the doctors so that they can remember our brand or products?
AI can help you, but they will not help you to remember your brand. It's your job. You cannot transfer your job to an AI. Then if AI does this, then where is your role? Aman, answer me this question. If
Yes, sir.
AI does your role, then what you will do?
So just an help something
That's
regarding
what
to
I'm
our
saying. AI will help you.
Yes, sir.
But I mean, making a relationship with the doctor, making the brand, established in his
That is
chamber,
our role.
it's your job. AI
Yes,
can
sir.
help you.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Next.
Sir, my second question. AI generated ARD is upcoming. So, sir, what type of digital certification and training is mostly valuable for our professional life?
There are plenty. See, number one, currently whatever training you are doing, you need to attend every classes of Carreograph, because I'm sure their the curriculum what they have decided for the medical representative training program is a robust one. So you should attend that first, right? What I believe in West Bengal, one of the major challenge what we face, I have seen means in my last 35, 40 years of career, one area where our people are very weak. It is not that they are not aware of, but they are weak. That is in communication. And one of the major reason is
Yes, sir.
one of the major reason is we study in Bengali medium school. In our home also, it is a purely Bengali environment. Nobody speak in Bengali because our socio-economical structure has been such. So it's not your fault. I have also brought up in the same kind of environment. But at one point of time, I really understood that, if I want to grow, if I want to be successful in my career, I need to take up communication very, very seriously. And communication is one thing, which is acquired knowledge. See, there are multiple types of knowledge. One is a knowledge which can be acquired. Give you an example of Sidhu. Sidhu means our Navjot Singh Sidhu, who is a very prolific, commentator. There's one time people say that he can't even talk. He's very poor in that. But over a period of time, he practiced and developed. I think for future, I mean, all these digital AI enabled tools, those, whichever company you'll work for, they will give you training. You need to keep yourself open for this. But communication is one thing for which you should all really work hard. Because today there are 50, 60 people are attending this program, but many of you are, you know, afraid, or you have fear of asking question because you need to ask this question in English probably. So the communication in English is going to play a very, very important role. So my suggestion to each one of you would be like, if you feel that, you are lacking in communication skill. I'm not talking about only spoken English, but overall communication skill. Because there are multiple, see, if your communication is weak today, there are multiple courses which are available, spoken English course, where, even if you attend, you will learn something, no? You will not become like very fluent English speaking guy, but over a period of time, yes, it will happen. So have a clear cut objective that you need to improve your communication skills. Yeah, Shubhajit.
Thank you, sir.
Sir, I have a
Anything?
question.
Yes, Harish.
Sir, I have a question regarding divisions. Sir, can you please tell me which division has the most competition and the least competition right now currently in the market?
Come again.
I have a question regarding the division, like cardiovascular division, digestive division. Yeah. So I have a question that can you please tell me which divisions currently are the most competitive and the least competitive in the market currently?
Why you want to know that?
Because I think we had a class regarding divisions, and we are taught that divisions play a major role in the job. So I just want to know about that.
So, I mean, see, every therapeutic area, there are companies. Now, if you look at the whole Indian pharmaceutical industry today, see, it is separated in couple of fragments. One is like, uh, uh, acute market, another is chronic market, and then there's semi-chronic market. Acute market means which is majorly of, say, antibiotics, those therapy which are short term, like 5 to 6 days of therapy, 3 to 5 days of therapy. That is a acute. Because if somebody has got acute, acutely ill, his illness will not go beyond, say, 3 days, 5 days, or maybe maximum, say, 15 days or 1 month. Chronic is like, once you are diseased, you're going to be diseased throughout your life. That is why, if you look at the market today, once the pharma industry started, or maybe 15, 20 years back, our whole pharma industry, acute used to contribute maximum business to pharma industry. Today, the scenario has changed. The chronic segment is contributing more. And if you look at year-on-year growth, cardiovascular and diabetes, and of course gastroenterology, these are three segments where the growth is maximum. Because with more urbanization, people are becoming more having more problem like hypertension, diabetes. What is happening with time? We are also learning to become remain germ free. We are using sanitizers. We are washing our hands. So slowly the infections are going down. Then lot of vaccines have been introduced. So infectious disease are degrowing. And what is growing is like the urban disease, like cardiovascular or cardio-metabolic disease. So cardio-metabolic disease and gastro that way, and of course, oncology is one which is going to grow in future.
Okay, so thank you, sir.
But it does not mean that, you should only try to find a job in oncology or cardiovascular. If you get a job in derma also, that's also good. If you get a job in, say, pediatrics companies, that's also good. You should first start your career. Salesman can sell everything. You
Yes,
give
sir.
a pin or you give an elephant, you will sell. That's what is a salesman's, merit.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
yeah.
Sir, I think there's a question from Shayon. He has typed it over there that if he is from a company and he's going with e-detailing, he's doing e-detailing with tab, and there is a competitor company who is going with hard copy detailing, will he get any extra mileage? Right, Shayon? This is your question?
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, can you give him some...
Shayon,
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir.
if I am a medical rep, I enter into the doctor's clinic even without a visual aid. And if my
No, sir.
I'm saying, if I am a medical representative, I get into a doctor's clinic to promote my brand. My competitor, even they come with mobile, they can come with laptop, they can come with tab, they can come with entire system. They cannot beat me. So if you compare one to one, it is your salesmanship which will make the difference. I am once again telling you that AI or digital is not going to replace you. You are the major. You are the major deciding factor. You are the person who is most important for that conversion. How you effectively use your gadgets, that's different. But it is not that a guy going with a paper visual aid and you go with a tab, you will beat him. No, if he's a smart guy, he will beat you.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, I have another question, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir, how will you memorize every detailing within 30 minutes or 45 minutes, sir? Because I'm from arts background, so that's why, sir, from any scientific terms, I feel very disturbed to memorize two molecules. So, what's your advice for that?
I think in Carreograph, I have seen, the faculty list. I think I forgot the name of the, teacher who is taking care of physiology classes. Who is there?
Sir, there are many trainers who are taking the classes on
And
this.
I have seen their credentials also. I find they are absolutely good, great. So you can take their help. That is number one. Number two, what you can do. In fact, what I advise to many people, there are basic books of physiology or which is related to your medical field. I remember one book of Handbook for Medical Representative, which is by K. Majumdar. I mean, I used to refer my medical rep to read that. I have also read that during my initial days. That was excellent. So even if you're a arts graduate or from a commerce background, if you are if you take that book, buy it. It's available in Amazon also. I've seen. You read that, you go through that book, that will give you a overall idea about different human systems, different medication, different drugs, different therapies. It's a concise book, very good. You can buy it. It will be helpful for you.
Sir,
But
can you remember
Sir,
the
just
book name?
yeah.
Sir, can you remember the book name?
Handbook for Medical Representative, K. Majumdar.
Okay, sir.
Thank you,
But
sir.
I think Uranshu's question was that how he can memorize. He is not good at memorization, so how he can manage the detailing stories. Am I right, Uranshu? This is what your question was?
Yes, ma'am. This question and during the interview period, because some interviewers give this task to memorize every detailing within 45 minutes.
Yes,
So
right.
how will you?
So his question is that he's not a good memorizer. He doesn't have that capacity to memorize. So is there any way that he can manage it during the time of interview.
Shomita, we used to use a technique called mind mapping. So if there is a detailing, so you first, I mean, it's very difficult sometimes to remember every words from start to end, right? So what we used to do, we used to, do a mind mapping, like product, which molecule, what indication, if there are trials, how many patients, what is the outcome of the trial, and then what the benefit is from the trial. So those are things which you need to first jot down and then remember it and then present it in a good way. That's how mind mapping is being done. That's how you can actually remember detailing. In fact, I don't think there is any other way you can do it. Shomita, I will suggest, like, if your training team is there, mind mapping is a very good thing, which, while memorizing detailing, this is one technique which can help them to remember detailing well. Because I understand many of them are from arts background. They may not be, aware of those terminologies well. So sometimes it is difficult for them. So that's what I said, like, couple of things you need to really work on once you really aspire to become a medical representative, and not only become a medical representative, become a medical representative and build your career in that front. So it's very important, like how you prepare yourself. So such books like what I said, that book is important. Then improving your communication skills. They are unable to produce not because they can remember. They are weak in communication. So once they work on improving their communication skills, they can really do it. And I always suggest my medical representatives, young medical representatives, whenever I meet them, you should, like, instead of going and wasting time on reels, they should listen to the podcast. There are Spotify has got a series of podcasts. So whenever they are traveling, they're just keeping the earbuds in their ear. If they listen to those podcasts, which is English, they can learn a lot. Like, it helps them, like ease of communication, the way they speak, the way, they talk on subjects. That will actually overall improve their communication. It's not about only science. Overall, improving communication will help them to cope up with this kind of problem. Yeah, Tomita. Any other questions? But I'm really, excited. Like, I'm very happy to see, they are very well prepared and they are really working hard. I wish all the best to them. And I'm sure these guys will do well. And today there are many pharma companies who are recruiting people other than, of course, science. What they look at is basically communication. So knowledge is important, but knowledge, lot of people, lot of PhDs and gold medalists, they fail to build their career in the medical field because they can't speak well. If you want to build your career in this pharma sales and marketing, as soon as possible, adapt that or learn that art of communication. That would help you a long way.
So there's a question coming from Tuhin and Shubhajit Mondal, though it is not directly related with our topic, but yes, they are aspirants of this industry. So they are asking that how do I handle rejection?
How do I handle rejections?
Right, sir.
Rejections is the part, move on. When you are talking, they are facing rejection from the girlfriends or from the doctors. Which one?
Sir, I think let them unmute themselves. Yes, Shubhajit and Tuhin. So sir is asking your question. Please answer.
It's not a love life. It's only for professional life.
Acha, not for love life, professional life. But both are same, as I said. See, you need to find out the reason of rejection first. You need to analyze. If somebody has rejected you, what is the purpose? Why he has rejected? You need to find out the answer for it. And once you have that answer, the reason you find that, this is the reason why that person has rejected me, then you address that particular point. So you can convert it into a, positive. And every part of life, sphere of life, it is same. Rejection can come in professional life, personal life. It happens every day. Problem with us is like we cannot handle rejection. We become insecure that I have been rejected. We have never been rejected. There is no reasons why one person will reject you. Maybe that person did not like some of your things. That is why you feel like. Now, just understand why they have rejected you. Right? You want to elaborate, you want to further clarify this, you can ask me. Shobhajit, আর কি জানতে চাইছো বলো on this?
No,
Any
no, sir.
specific incidences you can tell me where you felt like you got rejected in an interview?
No, no, sir.
Any specific interview you have given or where you were rejected?
Lastly, I have interview in Intas Pharmaceutical and rejected because I am a fresher.
See, there it is important. So once they have taken your interview, when they have taken your interview, it means they were open. Means they thought, even if he is fresher, let me see if he does well in the interview, I might even change my mind. So it's positive. Now, during the interview, probably, the question what he has asked, you were not prepared that much, so he could not answer that properly, which maybe some of the questions may be related to the job, which is naturally, since you are not doing a job, so you may not be knowing it. But if it is about your intentions, then you should also learn the, how to, get through the interview, even if you do not have proper experience. You need to give that confidence to that person who is interviewing you. That yes, I may be fresher in this industry, but I know this. Then you need to impress the interview, saying that I know this industry is very big, sir. This is 2,00,000 crore industry, and there are multiple pharma industry, and I know there is a huge competition. There are multiple companies who are very active in this. And I know Intas, I did a lot of research for you, sir, before coming to this interview. Intas is a fantastic organization which was founded by Mr. Vinesh Chudkar, and then it was initially started with a couple of brands, but today it is one of the top pharma company, especially in cardiovascular segment or in neuropsychiatry. You were the leader. So I'm very excited, and I really believe that if I get an opportunity, probably I can do well. I may not be having an experience, but that will not be a stone for me. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, I think there's one more question. So probably we take it as a last question
So
because it's more of
it's
similar. Yeah. So there's one Jyotirmoy who is asking, sir, that when I communicate with doctors, then how do I impress doctors with my products?
When you meet a doctor, you are currently working, he's currently working in a pharma company?
No, I think he's a student. Jyotirmoy, can you unmute yourself and speak with sir?
Yes, ma'am. No, sir, I not with pharma company. I'm freshers.
Your fresher already, started using digital. You have created a beautiful background behind you.
Yes.
So you are already, one step ahead. you know how to use the digital platform in a better way. Good, very good, Jyotirmoy. Jyotirmoy Poddar is basically from which place?
I am from Siliguri, Coach Behar, sir.
You are from Siliguri, Coach Behar. Okay, very good. Tell me, how can you impress?
Yes, sir. How can I impress the doctor, sir, for my
Tell
product?
me, first tell me, how can you impress a girl?
Yes, sir.
How can you impress a girl?
First introduction myself, then introduction yourself.
No, no,
And talk.
seriously, it's a serious question. How do you impress a girl?
First introduction myself, then I will talk you herself, what you will do, what are running
So if you
between.
want to impress a girl first, you will create your image, right? You will create an image that she should like you.
Yes, sir.
In front of the doctor also, you need to create a good image in front of your dog. See, whenever a doctor meets you, he should be happy to see you,
Yes.
right? I have seen many medical representatives, I mean, mind my words, I have seen today, since whenever I go to the field, lot of people come to the meet doctors. They don't wear ties. They wear dirty shirts. They wear unclean shoes. They don't cut their nails properly. They don't shave regularly. I know this is the era of Pushpa, so a lot of people keep beard also. But even if you're keeping a beard, you cannot keep. You have to keep a beard which is neat and clean, right? Because the first sight, there's a word, there's this phrase called love at first sight. Whenever a doctor see you or a girl see you, first he should not reject or she should not reject you. That's one. So for that you need to prepare yourself accordingly. If you go with a beautiful clean shirt with a beautiful tie on, nice pics, neatly, comb hair, you know, till the time you open your mouth, you are well accepted, right? Now, once you are opening your mouth, you are trying to impress a girl or a doctor, you will try to speak well, right? So when you are talking to a doctor, you also need to know the art of communication. That's why I said, you need to improve your communication skills every day. So once you start doing it, probably that will help you. And then once you start, adapting that, when it comes to about your product, you need to talk about benefit of your product more, how that product is going to help the patients, right? And what are the documentation, how the product is superior to other product or other molecules, right? And how the cost benefit is there. Whatever benefit of the product offers, you'll have to go and talk to the doctor in similar fashion, and then request him to use it, try it for some of his patients, and give you a feedback. That's how you can impress a doctor. So remember, meeting a doctor, impressing a doctor, or impressing a girlfriend is all same. The basic rule remains same. Happy?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Well, I think they have got the answer of all their questions. In fact, the topic was a little different, and I'm sure that students have definitely understood the topic very well. Some of them have asked you questions also on this regard.
I know
So,
that will depend how fast they get a job.
right. So many of them are in different phases of their training. Some of them are very new, some of them in the middle. So we all hope that this interaction will definitely going to help them for preparing themselves in the future also. And they are all going to join the pharma industry as
Yes,
successful medical
in fact,
representatives.
I could see, I can sense it, once I interacted with a couple of them. They're quite good, actually. They're quite good. And one thing, Shomita, I must tell you, because I've been working entire length and breadth of India, from say Kashmir to Kanyakumari, and then, Western frontiers from Rajasthan desert to Manipur. The quality of our boys are much better in Bengal. But the only area where they lack, I tell you, is the communication. Today, I'm in Mumbai, right? I can vouch on you. I'd been there in Gujarat for quite some time, means almost 12 years of my career. I was in Mumbai. I spent 20 years with Torrent Pharma, and then, Mumbai, Ahmedabad, and then Mumbai for last almost 8, 9 years. In most of the companies, at the top level in marketing and sales, the people who are sitting, many of them are Bengalis. Many of them are actually from West Bengal. And who are there, those who have come out of that shell and worked on their area of improvement, means one of the major areas is communications. Because material wise, they are better. Only thing is that they are unable to express themselves. So once they work and improve upon this particular thing, and of course, like digital, all those things which will come, like with the company, with the engaged companies they join, depending on different type of company, those exposure will come. But to enter now, what is most important is to improve their communication skills. Because interviewing skill is one thing, but overall improving the communication skill, which will help them in a long run, and understand, like I don't know whether you had been there attending my presentation from beginning or not. This time, like this period, age of 23, 24 to next 4, 5 years are going to be very, very critical, crucial for them. So if they are serious about their life, only not think of joining a pharma company, but build their career in pharma company, yes, they can go a long way.
Right, sir. So I think it was a real good interaction. The students' facial expression says so, right? And first of all, we would like to thank you on behalf of Carreograph that you have given us this time. We have been coordinating with you for the past, I think, 3-4 days, talking on different aspects of this webinar. We have talked, even students also from Durgapur, Shiliguri, and some of them are there who have had their classes from 10:15 in the morning today, came from their house at early morning, and they have attended the class, and then from the campus itself, they are attending the webinar also over here. So a very big thank you to everyone. Of course, to the members of Carreograph, to Mr. Ghosh, because without him, the webinar would not have been possible. And all the students, thank you very much for attending attentively the webinar. And we heartily hope that now you are going to implement what sir has told you. Repeatedly, he has told you a few points, which we also tell you in the class. But you see, from the industry, when somebody is telling you, it is more endorsed, right? So this is how you need to prepare yourself. So with that, on behalf of everyone, sir, thank you very much once again for being a part of this webinar and guiding our students.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you very
students,
much,
also.
Thank you. Thank you, sir and ma'am.
Webinar.
Thank
Thank
you,
you very
sir.
much,
Thank
everyone.
you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Thank